Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. This is my second Twitch stream. This time I'm gonna show you my Eredin death deck, which I just uploaded and shared on the new official Gwent deck library just before this game. So before we get into playing, I want to say thanks for watching. I will link this video with the deck guide. And that being said, you can actually find my deck under this link in the Gwent deck library. So it's datalert.net/Eredin. And before we play a couple of rounds, let's just take a look at the deck. This one here. So we got the Ruin, we got Ritual Sacrifice, Keltullis, Gales, Kairan, Miruna, Osrael, Karantir, Alfaniel, the Imperial Manticore, the Rearcat, 2 Cyclopses, the Barigasi, 2 Rot Fiends, 2 Slizzards, 2 Bridge Trolls, 2 Harvey Eggs, 2 Fiends, and 2 Bran Warriors. So basically a lot of Deathwish cards in this deck, so you might be wondering why I'm using Eredin here instead of the Unseen Elder, who can trigger 1 Deathwish per round. Well, the basic idea of this deck is to win the first round using a couple of Deathwish units, maybe Ruin, and then maybe using the Ritual Sacrifice or using the Kairan to finish these units in the first round to trigger the Deathwish abilities, or even maybe using Karantir, Alfaniel to spam a 1-power copy of the Kairan. Sometimes Gales comes in handy as well, but you know, if you play against monsters, they might move him to the other row. He might get locked, and not that important. In this game, I rarely ever use my unit to give it to Gales. And then after you've hopefully won the first round, you will pass the second round, and in the third round you have to use 1 of your Slizzards and give him immunity right away. Because after that, you can each round, the Slizzard can consume 1 unit. He usually still have a couple of Deathwish units left, and he's immune. So there is only a couple of ways to finish him off. Actually, this is one of them. If your enemy has got the Scorch, which kills off the highest unit, this is very bad. If your enemy has, oh, that's the wrong one. Excuse me. If your enemy has that's the one, Geralt Eredin, he will, when deployed, restore all units on the road to their power base, so that goes for immune units as well. So basically, these 2 threats might kill your finisher, but otherwise this is a very strong deck. I've made quite good experiences with it. Even if you play against Prover decks with a lot of row movement, that's not that big of an issue here. Against lock decks, well, they will lock a couple of your cards, might lock the Miruna, might lock the Gales. Kairan has got luckily got Seal. So basically the Barigasi is more of a backup card here. The 2 Cyclopses come in quite handy because they help you to finish off 2 additional Deathwish cards and trigger their Deathwish. So that's pretty much it about this deck. So let us play some. I'm gonna play classic mode here. You know, it always makes a huge difference against which deck you're playing. Personally, I don't really like mirror configurations too much. That would be Eredin against Eredin. Oh, talking about Eredin against Eredin. So usually if someone is using an Eredin deck, they also got a lot of Deathwish cards. But there's a couple of opportunities to use those. We will not need a Bran Warrior in the first round. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Deathwish units. Not going to get him. The Barigasi, like I said, more of a backup card. So basically what I'm gonna do now, I will start the round with the Fiend, then play the other Fiend, which gives us 5 points. That is a 10-point overhead, which is not too bad. The problem for me in this round is I have got the Barbigasi, so sorry, I mulliganed the Barbigasi, so I only have the Cyclops, which gives me the option to finish one Deathwish unit. I might, on the other hand, play one Slizzard now and rely on getting the other Slizzard in the third round. You know, Slizzard and Ruahin work together very nicely, as Ruahin comes back each turn, but to a random row. So if you have Slizzard on one row and after the first row he goes back to the other row, that's pretty much about it. So coming to think of it, we have no Ritual Sacrifice. Killing this one will summon the copy from his deck. Not too many options here. Keltullis is a third round card in this deck. He has the Tainted Ale, which does a total of 6 points damage. Well, I think I just might go with a Slizzard. As you know, monster decks do not have a lot of direct damage in them. There is Imlerith Wrath, which will do damage equivalent to the power of your highest ally. And then of course there's the Drowners, which move a unit to the other row and do 2 damage. And there's a couple of cards that do deploy damage. Like the Forktail, who damages all enemies by 1 point. But apart from that, there's not really that many options. Okay, he's playing a Slizzard as well. So what I'm going to do now, I will play Ruahin on the second row, on the ranged row, eat him with my Slizzard and hope that he goes back there. But if he does not, I always can use the Cyclops to finish off his Lizard. Well, he's probably gonna eat the Foglet. So that will give him 7 points power and I cannot kill him anymore. Okay. Reborn Ruahin will reset, Ruahin's power will reset to 4 points anyhow. So let's see. Ruahin always comes back at the end of the round, so after you have pushed the button. Oh, and he's going back to the ranged row. Do we like that? I think we do. I think we do. Now he is eating his Foglet. You know, this just summons the other Foglet from his deck. This does not spawn a Foglet, because if so, one Foglet on the deck would mean an endless supply of Foglet. What is he doing? He's using the Tainted Ale to finish off my Ruahin, which is a very bad idea because Ruahin is going to come back at the end of the next round. So he basically saves me one Lizard portion. So I'm gonna go with the Harpy Egg now and eat that, giving 5 points to my Slizzardo and spawning the Harpy. I do please. So he's bleeding, I'm up 16 points. I bet somebody is having an egg breakfast. He just used the Nagelfar, which allows him to choose a gold card from his deck. Actually, to pick 2 random gold cards and put 1 on top of the deck. Pretty helpful card for the first round, and he locked my Slizzardo. Now we do not like that at all. 1 point difference. I'm down to 5 cards. I think I'm gonna keep the 4 cards. He used the Cyclops to resurrect Mr. Ruahin once again. Smash, boom, boom. Harpy goes to 1. Now, if I was playing a Northern deck, I could use a Cadwenny Revenant right now, but I can't. This is all monsters against monsters. This is all Eredin against Eredin. Is it Eredin? Eredin. Eredin. Oh, good old Imlerith. He used to be my favorite card in Beta Gwent. Back then he would not just deal 2 damage per round, he will actually kill off the lowest enemy. Not the only one who has lost some power. And basically, as you can see here, I have the option to play the Werecat right now, which will deal 3 points of damage. He has got the highest card. So I can't really do anything. He will win this round, but I'm gonna have card advantage. And well, if there's any reason in Nectar 77, he will probably hand the second round over to me and pass. But if not, anything can happen, even without a shoe in our decks. Oh, so he's got some necrophages for a third round. Fine with me. Well. Osrael usually does not come in too handy in this deck, but in our case, I can use it to pick the strongest opponent from his graveyard, which he will not like. Apart from that, we got the Slizzard we will need so badly, and 4 Deathwish units plus Keltullis. Well, I say we do not redraw. I don't know what you think of the new Mulligan system. I like it far better than the old one. Faction, independent, quite transparent, and especially you don't lose draws or cards when carrying over. Yeah, like I said, he passed. So let's just take a quick look at his graveyard. Goliath is worth 10 points. So also basically you can deploy him on the melee row, and then you will consume 1 unit from your opponent's graveyard. In our case, the Goliath. If you play him on the ranged row, you will consume 1 unit from your own graveyard. And that's it. Not such a glorious second round, but now it's getting interesting. Now it is getting very interesting. Oh, that's nice. Lots of Deathwish units, the Keltullis, the Ran Warrior. Who could we duplicate? Well, we can use Current here to duplicate 1 Imperial Manticore. That lets us finish off 2 lowest enemies. I don't know if he has any low enemies left. This looks quite good. Sir, I will not redraw again. Yes, I could redraw 2 cards, but I'm afraid things would not get any better. I don't. So, kicking off the 3rd round with a Slizzard. There goes his immunity. Boom, bang. It makes him think. I'm curious to which unit he will give his immunity. That answers the question. Why am I not surprised? Now, this move is super evil. Current Imperial Opinion. Spawning a 1-power Imperial Manticore. Slizzardo munching the Manticore. Manticore killing off his lowest unit. Boom! There goes the Slizzard, there goes the immunity. I'm evil. Frightener. Yes, sir. 3 allied units will be destroyed. Let's not get greedy. Time for the Ran Warrior. Actually, for quite a couple of weeks I read Urine Warrior. I thought this guy looks pretty radioactive, but it's Ran Warrior. And actually, in the Witcher games, these guys do not burn up. I think that there's some statue, some Ran Warrior turned to stone. And they could actually shoot a lot of damage whenever this is done. Oh, I did not listen. But that doesn't matter because now Bridge Troll 4 points plus 4 points. Our immune lizard is going to the gym. Just a couple of days ago when I played this deck, I got the finish a game with one of your units above 50 points. I think this achievement is called at the gym or something like that. Bodybuilder. Yeah, that was this lizard. Plus, I think, yeah, I snatched a card. This Lord Baron Lord Caldwell or something. The 10-point card that switches sides with the highest opponent. Ruahin, hello Ruahin. Impenetrable Fog. Does 2 damage for 4 turns to the highest unit, which is our Lizard. So 8 points damage overall. That equals another Bridge Draw snack. Ran Warrior damaging Ruahin. You know, you don't really want to finish this guy off because he will return anyway, but taking away a couple of points is fine because if he consumes him, he will lose these points. There goes the Fork Tail. Now I can't play Imperial Manticore either because Ruahin is the lowest unit and he will, like I think I mentioned it a couple of times, he will return. Well. This Rodfin could do 4 points damage to Ruahin or to the Forktail. Please, the Forktail, please, the Forktail! Oh no, it's Ruahin, so he's gonna return at least. Thank you, Ran Warrior. Not the Forktail, but now if Ruahin returns, there's something good and everything evil. What is he doing? Lowest unit. Now the Forktail is the lowest unit and Ruahin is the lowest unit. Pulling. Aye. It's actually, you know. Please! Come on, you kill Ruahin again. Now kill the Forktail. Kill the Forktail! Yes! Here goes the Frightener. He's dormant, and we destroyed 3 allies. Everything is foggy again, so I can't really, I can really play Keltullis now because he's actually I am 1 card up, so I can think of anything better than doing 2 points damage. Will not be able to finish him off because my Lizardo is on the range throw, but it's really good. Another point of damage. Ruahin again. And the good thing is about Keltullis is in such a situation you might even force yourself to kill your own units. So if I play Keltullis now, if I would have more units, which I don't, he would finish off my own unit. So you always have the choice to play him on the melee row, and this ugly fog is gonna take 2 points away from our Lizardos anyway. So it actually doesn't really matter if I eat him or not, except for the fact that this hurt. Oh, here we go. Yeah, like I told you, this deck works mighty fine, even though I am not very much in favor of playing Eredin against Eredin. So what do you think? Shoot me a couple of comments. Let's see if we can achieve another victory. And if you like this clip, I might even talk about Manu. Northern Damavent deck next week. But that being said, let's go back to our game, classic mode again. Would be nice to not play monsters, but if I could actually choose, I would like to play Neve. I don't like Neve. Seems weak, right? Healing 1 point every second round, every other round. I've got beaten by Neve. Badly. Hello, Anna Stranger. Or Anna Stranger. Jaguar's culture. While she moderated the recent Gwent number 8 playoffs, finals. Great job, by the way. Jaguars is a great Gwent commentator. The finals were breathtaking. Really, really breathtaking. But back to the game. We need more Deathwish units. Okay. So this is Filavandrel, Ein Fidail. Actually, I like these elven names. I'm not too big a fan of the Skoyadal fraction, but I like these elven names. Actually, both of my dogs got elven names. Gabrilla, Aib Ansnillen, and Purilla, Aib Ansnillen. Those are not the normal dog names, those are just their elven names. The normal names are Bula and Capri. They're in the other room right now. They get bored by Gwent quite easily, as does my wife, by the way. So, Filavandrel. He might have direct damage, he might not, he probably has got more logs. Here comes the Gales. Buff. Let's see what he does to our Gales. I've seen Filavandrel decks with row moving capabilities and dragons in hand, and seriously, Ache of Denisel. I don't like this guy. Ache of Denisel. What kind of name is Ache of Denisel? Sounds like something you do not want to contract. Hey guys, I can't go to college today. I got Ache of Denisel. Doesn't sound good if you ask me. But enough said. Ache of Denisel. You're mine. How's my Eredin impression? You're mine. As dead as a creaser. I read it plenty times. When I started playing Gwent during the beta, Eredin was by far my favorite leader. By far. Well, things change with any update. Recently I've been quite a Northern Fraction fanboy. Fraction, the North is shattered in so many kingdoms, right? Almost like no, there is no Brexit. The Witcher. Nilfgaard. Nilfgaard is not the European Union, right? Nilfgaard is not the European Union. Or are they? So, we got the ritual sacrifice, which will trigger all the Deathwish units we got on the field. We got 3 Deathwish units. After that, we can finish them off with a K-Ran. We could spawn a 1-point copy of the Geese. Oh, that is... What? I wanna have Ache of the fucking needle. The other thing is, I'm not going to need these cards in round 3. Actually, it doesn't matter if you play them or not again. The only thing is, if I get a Fiend now, I can play it, so it's probably better to stay one card ahead. Do the mulligan. No Fiend. So basically no reason to play. We'll just pass this round. Pass it good. Pass it real good. Pass it real good. That's the King of Beggars. Pretty powerful card. Who gives 1 strength to the lowest unit in your hand each row. So he wants to make full use of this ability. That's why he's playing cards right now. Also the Hawker Smuggler gives points as well. 3rd card down to 7 cards. He wants to start the last round with 10 cards in his hands, of course, and he played Gabor's Sigrin on the melee row, which gives him resilience. Carry over to the next round. Health is resetted, but only if he's boosted. If he's injured, health is not resetted. Possible. Don't need the Barbagasi. Now we got 2 Fiends. Now that we don't need those Fiends. Yeah, will gain 1 health whenever 40 Bollocks plays at Dwarf. Pauli Dahlberg. Boost the unit on the left by 3 against the unit in the right immunity. Actually, we do not really care about all this because we got our Lizardo. He's immune now. And we'll just keep feeding her Deathwish units. Just a second. Okay, here we got the Mahakam Defender engine. We got Fiend food. That's our lizard like. It's lizard. Like Fiend food. Oh yes, he does. Ruin. In case you missed it before, the deck I've shared the deck I'm playing on the deck library. The link is datadirt.net/Eredin1. Wrong row. Well, we will get him back later, but we got a Cyclops here, and using Ruin, we can reset this Mahakam Defender. I always want to say Mahakaman to 4. So he's not gonna self boost. Ruin is everything is as it should be. Right. You would make a good snake. Or would he? Would she? You know what? Just because. Why not? But this is all about psychological warfare. I'm not sure if this was a brilliant move. Here comes the pony. You know, where there's one pony, the other pony is usually not too far away, and since we cannot finish this pony, we really do not want this full damage to get through. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, good snacking, Mr. Kira. So now the other pony can either help us finish off Ruahin or take away 3 points. Okay. Haven't you seen the second card? Still a pony play. Pony play. Teach them, Keltullis. Teach them. Oh, he's gonna bring out the other pony, I bet. If he brings out the other pony. No, he's not. You know what it is? It's called fear of Keltullis syndrome. Happens a lot. Happens a lot these days. Because the thing is, if I play the Karen now, used to consume Ruahin, the other pony will... Oh no, actually. So, the bad pony would kill him. Keltullis isn't useful here. Yeah, that's better. Damage all other enemies by 1. Why am I not impressed? Lizardo's got the manjis. Karen. Oh, this is a close call. No. Oh no. Well, this did not work out quite as well as before. Freaking, what did they say in Battlestar Galactica? Frackin' Filavandrel. Frack you, Filavandrel. It's okay to say frack, right? Or is it? Is it okay to say frack? Is it okay to say frack? No, I'm going back to the deck. Yeah, it's this one. Data.net/Eredin1 will take you, it's a shortcut, it will take you to the official deck library. The recently launched huge Gwent library. And this Twitchcast. I'm new to this. This Twitchcast is all about an Eredin monster Deathwish deck, which also contains Keltullis. Ruahin, Ritual Sacrifice, Keltullis, Gales, mostly dragged to the other row. I think Gales is an interesting card if your deck relies on duplicating him, giving one of the copies immunity or whatever. But mostly, from 10 times I'm playing Gales, he's usually lock bait or he gets moved to the other row. I mean, he gets dragged around a lot, Gales. But you know, if you compare him to the other Wild Hunt units, I mean, look at this guy, like a hippie. He's an artist. He's painting. It's no wonder he gets dragged around so much. But on the other hand, huge power. I mean, like 1 additional Deathwish trigger for every unit you play. Gales. I mean, I've seen games where, for some reason unknown to the Gwent playing community, I did not have as Lizard in my hand in the 3rd round playing this deck. And then I get Gales immunity. And it worked out quite well sometimes. Well, more often than not, but didn't happen too often. Cyclops' additional Deathwish unit destruction triggers. Rotfain's, the Lizards, very important in this deck. And the Ran Warriors, they're like Gale's little brothers. I mean, I know, right? They don't look like Gale's little brothers. But they are, in the respect that most of the times they do not get to shoot their damage. They're removed, they get locked, they get dragged around. Dragged around does not actually cause too much harm to them. has to work on both rows. But one damaged by, say, a fork tail, and then being dragged to the other row by, say, Bruba's leader ability, and they're gone. I think these guys are very, very strong in the Aracas decks. But then again, Aracas decks are very, very weak against Nilfgaard, especially with this weird guy that who locks the other leader's abilities. You know, I don't like him. I don't like him. I think people who favor him are just afraid of other leader abilities. Fruity and Gwent analysis. What? The Barbigasi. I'm not really sure about the Barbigasi. I'm not sure if I want to keep him. But what are the other options? We got no others. Deathwish units. The Elven Soup. The Elven Soup. I've never thought about the Elven Soup in this deck. But the Elven Soup is a pretty powerful card for removing two gold as well. I've rarely ever used the Barbigasi in this deck. You know, the Elven card is, I kind of want to say, a bit like Donald Trump. You know, people used to laugh a lot. She's never gonna get played in any deck, right? And then since the last update, I've seen a lot of Elven Soup. I think I've even seen some Elven Onion Soup it is. I think I've even seen some Elven Onion Soup during the recent Gwent number 8 finals. Yeah, Alpha Thunder is always a card for when you can't think of anything else. More removal. I'd rather stick with the Barbigasi. Also, we got our two Cyclopses as well. And this poor guy did the Ghoul, the Necrophage. I'm quite sure that before the last update he was able to consume a unit in your graveyard. But now he can only consume a bronze unit in our graveyard, which renders him pretty useless in my opinion. We got a Swallow. We don't need unit boosting. We don't need spying units either. Play a random lone card from your deck now. You know what? I haven't had lunch today. Elf and Onion Soup it is. Does not seem like the most beautiful of animated cards, but when you take a closer look, it's actually quite interesting what's happening in there. You see this finger? There's a finger in my soup. You know? An ear. Elven ear. Yummy. And they do not peel the onions. Why is that? Why don't they peel the onions? What are these things flying around above the soup? Do I want to know? Probably not. It's weekend, right? So, Elven Onion Soup. Classic mode. Have you finished all the seasonal tasks, by the way? All the seasonal trees? I did. Blue Stripes Commando Leader. I always kinda liked him. In Witcher 2 and Witcher 3, actually, when I first played through Witcher 2, I was working with the Blue Stripes Commandos, fighting this Coyatel. not a big fan of traps anyways. Neither in the Witcher games, nor in Gwent. Traps are kind of weird, right? I think traps are weird. Edda. Not the most powerful of leaders. Osrael, an enormously useless card in the first round. Nothing good on the graveyard. Yet we got to redraw 3 cards. Boom, boom. Oh, hello, Elven Soup. So actually, what do I know? Fiend boosts 4 cards. So theoretically, with a 10-hand card and 9 Deathwish cards, Fiend could generate a full 12 points. Damn you, damn sorceress. Will we be able to win? You know the Elven Soup works. When you pick 2 allies of the same border color being either gold or brown, you do not have to pick adjacent cards. Okay. As of yet, I am not quite sure what to do with my tactical advantage. Not going to do a lot for me during this round. Doregaray locks my Harpy Egg. Doregaray, that is not very nice of you. Doregaray, oh yay, oh yay. Well, after all, Elf and Onion Soup, it's a Deathwish trigger. It's not that expensive, but you're locking. She keeps locking our cards. Let's see if we can generate another Deathwish unit. Not really, no. Thrive, my little neckers. Thrive. Funny bearded little guys. They've been using way too much beard oil, if you ask me. Way too much beard oil. Ha. Thrive, my little precious babies. Thrive. I got the Karen. He will allow us to consume 3 units. Card has got Seal. We only got 2 Deathwish units. So that renders Ritual Sacrifice quite useless. Oh, we got so much Thrive going on. I was thinking about quitting for a moment there, but we got so much Thrive going on. Oh man, we got Thrive. You have to put a serious note. Shutter.
Yield and save me some time.
Take me there to the edge that I can fly from. Show me where there's nothing down below, nothing at all. Will you catch me if I fall?
I'm not sure if this is a good idea at all. That's gonna be my last round with this deck for now. Follow me, follow my Twitch channel, Data.1, because next time I will show you the magic I can do with my Northern Realms deck. He's bleeding. Man. Do we want these 4 points? Who is what? 10 points. Harasha. Piotrosa. Piotr. That sounds Russian. East European name at least, right? Oh, Eddar is triggering her 8 points of damage and he's still bleeding. And here goes the infamous Garrison. But I've rarely seen 18 points spent so recklessly. But who am I to talk? No more death wishes to trigger. I could use him. Attacking to kill him, losing 4 points. Not a good idea. No, sir. You know why I think it's kind of unfair so far? Whenever there's a faction challenge, it's always the monsters who win. Because monsters are so freaking popular. Well, they are, in my opinion, they're the second most boring faction. The most boring faction, of course, being Nilfgaard. Sorry, Jaguars, but I truly mean it. I mean, like, Nilfgaard, really? Logs, Warlocks, and Ponies. The Logs and Ponies. They should actually rename Nilfgaard to Logs and Ponies. Well, that would make for a Guy Ritchie film title. Logs and Ponies, Logs and Ponies. Alright then. And now you pass. Was sich der ORF immer wieder einfallen lässt. That's a saying just for my Austrian viewers. Literally translated, it means now what the ORF always only lets himself come to mind. The ORF being Austrian National Broadcasting Television. It's a long story. Unlike this round, which is gonna be a pretty short story. I don't know, do you like short stories? Okay. Yay! We have got card disadvantage. Oink, 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 oink. Time to think about giving up. Ooh, never. Especially since Princess Edda or Piotr Rosar 70 did spend his 8 points of damage. I keep talking and talking. Almost forgot to give immunity to my Slither. Sorry. Sorry. I'm gonna be a better player. I will. No, that's evil, right? Telling someone to hurry up after you've waited with playing your first card to the very last second. I don't know why I did that. Maybe I'm frustrated. You know, yesterday, 4 wins in a row. 3 wins in a row. Once you start Twitch casting, it all turns to... Oh, can I say that on Twitch? It all turns to... What? Wiggity, beep! Run Warrior. I mean, it's not like we have so many options right now. We can always eat the Run Warrior. Maybe Keltullis will work some magic. No, we don't even have to. Thank you very much. This is all done for us. You know, I have 2 of these reinforced trebuchets in my northern deck. Love them, man. And I hate it when my monster opponent is just killing those off. But hey. No. 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 Maybe I can do anything right now. Eat him and then put Keltullis on the field. And, well, hope for the second worst. But like Marvel Phoenix, I gotta say, I've done all that I could. I've done all that I should. So let's see. This is actually getting interesting now. And like you, I'm just sitting here and watching. Bye bye Keltullis. Bye. He's a weird dragon, right? Not all dragons crave gold, but I do. That was by the skin of a teeth. 1 point. Just 1 freaking point, right? That is not very nice. One more game. Let's see, I should actually... My daily quest. Win 5 matches as faction Northern Realms. Oh, what about a sneak peek? A sneak peek of the other deck. Dema Dirt. All my decks have dirt in the name because my game name being Data Dirt. My blog name being Data Dirt. Well, I'm clean. Freshly shaven. Well, not here. Fresh, almost. Well, almost fresh. But I'm clean. I assure you, I am extremely clean. So fresh and clean. The other deck we're going to play now. You can also find it in the official deck library. Yes, it's a forward. A moment. Brewer decks. I don't like brewer decks. You know, having said that, I guess she's gonna give us a brewer. No. Nilfgaard. Now that is not the worst possible combination. Nice. Talking about the reinforced trebuchet that I love so much. But then why are you mulliganing it? Because I would love the bloody flail. No bloody flail. This cut has got no bloody flail. Lyrian Arbalest. The most underrated northern soldier ever. Gaining 1 charge whenever a card with orders is played. On your side of the battlefield, no, actually if you play a card with orders, that is a mean charge machine. It's nice, right? And you can generate chargers. It's not so nice when you cannot use these chargers because there's no enemy on the battlefield. Johnny Natalis. I'm sorry, Vernon. Well, I'm sorry, Vernon. I'm quite sure that Vernon would give his life for the Blue Stripes without thinking. Was he actually working for? Was it King Damavan? Wasn't Hansel's, right? Hansel's a bit weird. Wolfpack, the most feared card in all the Gwent universe. Man, am I looking forward to the Crimson Curse. Are you? Are you? Gonna be a lot of deck tweaking. New abilities like bleeding and shield. Oh. Okay. Okay, well that was quite easy. That was quite easy. You know, I actually wanted to finish now, but since I have to do the dishes after this Twitchcast, I will allow myself to play another round. Northern deck again, this time. I don't know why he gave up. We were nowhere near the point where he was supposed to bring out his ponies. Unicorn, Chironex. I wonder if Chironex does fart rainbows as well. So we got the Meath, North against the North, brothers against brothers. Immunity could work in the first round. Now Meath does not have a lock deck, so the Mahakam Hail is probably not that important. Nice mulliganing. Nobody can escape their reinforced trebuchet. It's French, right? So it's trebuchet. 3 budget. Hey sir, what about our 3 budget? Oh, we don't have any money for trees. Or are you talking about our trebuchet? We can surely finance that.
To arms!
Wow. Try them infantry. Once you try them, you never deny them. Yeah, the thing with King Demavan is, do you want to play units? that have chargers, so you can use his charge ability. But sometimes you just gotta let these hard to reach chips go. That's what he said in Clerks. This is what she said. He said, she said, he said. There goes the trebuchet. Nay or yay. So I'm just wondering what if your opponent knew that you were Twitch casting the game and was watching the Twitch stream. Now that would put him or her in a most favorite position. Uncommon 279. Oh, you're not doing it right. Death Mold. He damages an enemy by the amount he is boosted. So that mold is gonna get boosted, right? Detty. Molde. He can do damage right now, as he is not boosted yet. Me has got one charge for this round. Oh, damage aplenty. That was not the worst thing that could have happened. Right?
Salutations.
2, 3, 4. You have the feeling that this is going to end well. So. Round 1, don't come for free. As the old saying goes. We still got 4 cards left. If we manage to give Visogota immunity in the 3rd round, things will be looking very good. I almost want to say excellent mulliganing the Temerian Drama. Mulliganing the Cadwany Sergeant as well. Now we got the Bloody Flail. And of course we pass, because we want to do a 10-point 3rd round. Let's see if I manage to do the infamous Data Red Flail play. I call it Flail play. There's no ale involved in my flail play. But the bloody flail, you know, bloody flail. Well, let me just show you. Delirium Avalest. Wow, let's see. El Arbalesto Liriano gets a charge whenever a card with orders is played. Whereas the Bloody Flail gets a charge whenever an allied unit gains charges. It gains the same amount. Meaning... Oh. Meaning that when you play the Lyrian Arbalest in the first round and save King Demavend's charge, and if furthermore your Arbalest survives the next card, she's doing the same thing I'm planning to do later on, by the way. If your Arbalest survives, like you did, now watch this, you play the Bloody Flail. Arbalest gets a charge, because Flail is a card with orders. This does not just go for units, this also goes for artifacts with orders. And then, his charge, also giving a charge to Bloody Flail. Now with Bloody Flail you can only spend all charges at once, it's not a problem here. Visogota is immune, we can only target Avalach. Lyrian Arbalest shoots single charges. So that's a very nice combination. Especially if you have Priscilla or the Arethusa adept at hand. Because when you play them, Lyrian Arbalest gets a charge, Bloody Flail gets a charge. And then you give Lyrian Arbalest a charge, Bloody Flail gets an additional charge as well. We don't have this option here, but the other interesting thing is that Visogota of Corvo, who gets a charge every time a card is played, also gives charges to the Flail. Enough talk, let's just try to get through. Same play she did. I would not be surprised if Uncommon 279 would do everything in her power to transport Avalach to the graveyard as fast as possible. It's actually amazing that even the Wild Hunt units do go to the graveyard, right? Or do they return to their realm? Anna Stranger. Anna Stranger, oh do we love you not.
Knowledge is the sole treasure worth seeking.
Wait, before we spend our immunity, he's getting an additional charge. Like you see, I gave him one charge, so Bloody Flail gets a charge as well. He gets immunity. Bloody Flail. The ponies, the freaking ponies. Again and again and again. Now my opponent obviously does not have any anti-artifact cards in her deck, because otherwise my Bloody Flail would not be here anymore. She's deciding. But this is an interesting constellation because we both got ourselves our immune Visogota, and she's got the Anna Stranger, and I've got the Bloody Flail. So basically, very similar engines. The thing is just I cannot allow Anna to keep doing her thing, you know. I mean, she will keep doing her thing as Visogota is sure to boost her again and again and again. but I would very much like to get rid of her. So we've got our Trident Infantry that doubles the value of Visigoth's healing charges, because you can always heal Trident Infantry, and Trident Infantry will damage a random enemy by 1. So that makes 1 charge worth 2 points. And then we got John Natalis, when he's on the field. Gives all units with orders seal, and we definitely gonna need him to get rid of Anna for good. This is a very complicated situation. Also, we wanna start spending charges. Let's see. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then R3. That's just barely enough. Just barely enough. And of course he will reboost her. At least we put the bonus to shame. Did I mention that the Cadvany Revenant is especially powerful in combination with John Natalis? It's a nice finisher. If and only if I do have enough charges by then to generate 1 power unit. She's always boosting at the end of the round, so I can't really. It's just so that
Temeria has yet to speak its last.
well, this could end a little too tight. These guys, the Blue Stripes Commando, they like to multiply. Charges and more charges. I will obviously not be able to disable Anna's Stranger. What I can do instead though is try to maximize my number of charges and then hope for the worst by the end of the game. No need to remove a pony. Both ponies are happily farting rainbows. Does he fart rainbows as well? Illustration by Anna Podevana. Illustration by Anna Podevana. Well, Anna obviously can do beautiful ponies as well as ugly as ponies. So I cannot start preparing for 1 health galore right now, because if I spend these 4 points on either of these units, she will heal them. So it's better to put a quick hand to this. I'm bleeding badly. 26 points. I don't think I can make this up.
These dogs have no honor.
What's he doing here? I have no idea. Go away. Come on, go away. I don't like this is going. He's totally going to do it like that. Wait. This is not good. Without my Keltullis, the Kelvani Revenant is worthless in the last round. Come you ugly little. So, what are you going to do now, huh? No, I really cannot let this happen. And here come the Witchers. And now for the grand finale. Yeah. Uh-oh. 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 Should have killed him when I could not. No, this is very much not happening. As we can clearly see. Not the worst of finales, but it's 20 points now. 20 points. Will not make it. No need to prolong this butchering any more than necessary. Dear good people of Gwent, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you had fun. Follow me and tune in next time when Data Dirt is laying down some dirty Quenty cards. See you guys.